Understand it's gonna be a lot of artists that get put in the same situation as Boosie. It may not be the exact same situation where you got the blick behind your back and shit like that, but it's gonna be police storm the video shoot. Y'all get pulled over leaving the video shoot, or just getting caught with blicks, period. Or video shoot, you get popped at the video shoot, shit like that, right? All because your lack of growth as an artist. All because you want to be like somebody else that you ain't, meaning you want to be independent and you don't want to be a major artist or signed to a major label that can take you from them dangerous bags. A dangerous bag gonna be shooting videos in the hood, club appearance, strip club, shit like that, like doing features, gotta pull up in the hood. So as you leveling up as an artist, the higher you get up, the less you'll have to deal with that. But if you always got one foot in the streets, your whole team full of street guys, they're not on the same page as you, they way more dangerous than you, they way more realer than you, far as like in the streets, they way more active than you, you still gonna do stuff to impress them or make them happy, so you gonna come back to the hood, whether it's for somebody else or you doing songs with them, or your name gonna get tied around all that bullshit. See, you have an artist like Lil Durk, right? And he'll pull up to Chirac, or he'll pull up wherever and do videos in the hood with his guys. You got that scenario. But it's always gonna be a bigger risk when you gotta pull up to other people's hoods in different cities and you affordable. And they don't have enough budget to really rent out a spot, so they're gonna do it the cheapest way, because they really, all their budget they got for that video, they giving it to you. So this is what I mean. If a dude got 20 to 30K and he from the streets, or he under a street label, like an independent, but they really just got street money, scamming money, shit like that, maybe some trucking money, man, they just got enough to invest, because it ain't like the average song Boosie do with these local rappers, it take off. So if the artist paying for it or the label, he ain't gonna have enough to really give Boosie 30K to shoot the video, clear the record, and then spend another 50,000, 40,000 to shoot it in the safe spot, or rent out a spot, or rent a boat, or do it like that. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna do it the cheapest way. He ain't gonna get no top tier cameraman. They may get some decent cameras, but they're gonna be in the hood, bring everybody out. Just pay attention to all the local videos. Pay attention to a major artist video versus a local one. They pretty much all the same. Either they inside of a house and they 30, 40 deep, or 20 deep, or 10 deep, or they outside on the block. Same setup. It ain't gonna be nothing crazy. It ain't gonna be no videos like what the baby will put out, or Ludacris, or people who really put their all into videos. It ain't gonna be no video like that, because they budget for the artist is not that long. Because the artist still trying to keep up with other rappers like Boosie in a lot of other ways. The cars. They would have the money, but they go for the look first versus actually, you know, putting all the money into the craft. Because in our culture, if you don't got the jury, if you don't got the cars, all the shit you rapping about, if you don't got that, when we see your first video and we don't see that, we ain't gonna believe you. Or you ain't gonna get the attention. Not knowing that's a lie, because all you really gotta do, how can you say you ain't gonna get the attention when the artists who got that jury, who got 10 cars, they still spending $250K, $300K, $400K with the radio. They're putting $1 million behind the song. So if you gotta pay money to put behind songs, you gotta pay money to give to the radio, what they mean when they say you won't get the look, when the look got a price tag on it? I don't understand. So you mean to tell me if Finesse 2 Times got $1 million worth of jewelry on, but you, the local rapper, put, and then he got $1 million worth of jewelry on, and he only put, and he got his following, and he only put 20K, 30K behind his song, but you You go around America and you invest about $600K. You got investors, business credit, trade lines. You got, all these credit cards. You got a label behind you, and you put $600K behind that song. You mean to tell me Finesse gonna get a bigger look than you? And you shaking hands with the best DJs, the best radio stations. You doing all the meetings, all the interviews you're supposed to. You got a big label behind you. Because J. Cole don't got no jury, all that jury like that. Eminem ain't never with all that jury like that. Not in the beginning, not now. So I feel putting all the money into the marketing to the song will take you farther. Because the jury gonna come. If the talent there, the music there, and you know how to sell your product, and you know how to work the algorithm on all these different platforms, you would get the look. Because you know how many artists from the streets, if jury and cars all it took, it'd be a lot of street niggas who made it in rap. They should be at least getting 15K a show, 10K a show. There's a lot of local trappers that rap, local steppers that rap. When the big artists come through their city, they got the same amount of jury on as the main artists. They just spent 200K, 150K, and they're not even getting 10K a show, 5K a show. But they look just like the rapper. They go outside, they got Z06 Corvettes, they got Urus paying $2 or $3 grand, $4 grand a month for a Urus. They got an old double R, an old Bentley, like a 2014. Like they got Hellcats. They got a couple spots. They got diamond teeth. But they really not monetized like that. They're not branded. They don't have that. But they got a triple beam scale. Shorty say that he got a triple beam scale. But another thing that's gonna keep you stuck in the situation that Boosie got himself into is you gonna listen to all these other rappers saying don't sign major. You gonna go independent. You gonna do what other rappers do, charge $5,000, $10,000 a verse, $3,000, whatever. You gonna rap hustle, and when you rap hustle, it's gonna put you in a dangerous situation, because if you rap hustling like that and you doing all these hood videos, you're not going to bring the proper security to these video shoots, because you don't want to look like you had the police with you, or you don't want to look like you had all these top flight security guards with you. You ain't gonna move like how 50 Cent did. How did 50 Cent maintain the gangster image and still run around with all the top tier security? Some say police. So it could be done. Jay-Z did it. He still got all the respect. So, oh, that's right. Y'all don't know how to switch the style up. And if they hate, let them hate and watch the money pile up. Y'all just want the love from the killers, and y'all can't get past that love. The steppers, the hustlers, the hood bitches, the gangbangers. Y'all can't get past that love. Y'all can't level up from that love, because y'all don't want the hate from that market. So if the money pile up, you don't want the hate from it. So you're going to stand your ground, maintain that position. Kind of like BG. BG never leveled up. He stayed in the hood. He couldn't get past the hood love, the Mooney Porter love, the Telly Hankton love, the Hot Boy love, Mark and Clarence, all them. Crazy Fat, all he do love. He couldn't get past that VL love. Long as BG been in the game, he should be a superstar by now. He should be a superstar, but he too hood to be Hollywood. And when you too hood to be Hollywood and you don't want to level up as a major artist, you're going to always stay at 30, 40,000. Only time you really get a big bag, if you're going to tour, you're going to always take penitentiary chances. You're going to always, you better get a girlfriend and have some kids and lay low. And now at the end, now you figure it out, like, okay, I got to do it like this. I can't be over here. Now I got to upset some of these real street niggas back where I'm from. I can't keep these promises. I can't be over here. So now a lot of niggas gonna get upset. Now I got to stop answering the phone, because they ain't going to understand. Because they going to always see me as that same old BG, because I still got to push that image off. So yeah, if you was to call BG, right, and y'all shoot a video, what do you think it's gonna be? Is it gonna be in mansions? The type of artists that wanna put BG on the song, wouldn't they wanna impress BG or impress their hood? So if BG only talk about streets, you would think you would bring them to a block, to a hood, where it could be informers out there. It could be, yeah. Because that's what he spit. That's the energy that he put out. Versus Lil Durk, he could do the hood thing, but if you can afford Lil Durk, they'll let you shoot the video at Icebox. China Dan let you shoot the video in there. You spend so much money. You shoot the video in here. It's promotion for us. You can rent out warehouses. You can rent out whatever. The budget loan. Because usually it's a major artist that want them on the song. If an artist like Megan Thee Stallion called Future and he say he want $200K, where they gonna shoot that video at? If the budget that long to pay $200K and you can do it like that, I don't think that video gonna be in the hood. You see what I'm saying? So when you rap hustling, you don't really have no rules. Cause you want that stamp like, oh, you really a real nigga? Like, you really, yeah, you a real one. So you're not gonna give other street niggas a lot of structure and rules. Like, hey man, ain't no blick showing in the video, all of narcotics, all this shit that, like, we can't just be out here like that. Like, it ain't gonna be no structure, no rules. Boosie or whoever gonna make sure they straight, they got their team, and that's it. As long as you don't try to rob them or try them, that's the only rule. Don't play with me. The only rule is have my front end, my back end. Don't play with me. Don't try me. That's it. So, yeah. It's only a matter of time for the police come. Pull you over when you leave. The police know your car now because informants out there. It's only a matter of time to come through and shoot that video shoot up. Like when Lil Baby go back to the hood and his shit get shot up. It's only a matter of time. But I also got to understand, and you got to understand, you got to get what you can get. So some artists, the only money that you gonna get, because the type of music that you make, you're a drill artist, you got to get them dangerous bags. The problem with a drill artist, they don't know how to network. They don't know how to get the money like Boosie. They just know how to be tough and destroy shit. So they know how to burn bridges, be tough, and destroy shit and go to jail. They don't know how to network. So that's the worst type of artist you can be as a drill artist. You can make it being a street artist. You can't be no independent artist because you ain't got the backing, the finance backing, you ain't got the brains, and you don't make the good music. So you see Dolph do it, but Dolph making hit records. Dolph will put up $250,000 or more behind his songs. Dolph know how to market. Dolph know how to go shake hands and talk to the top people and do the interviews and do what he need to do. Get on tour, sell tickets, take a loss with the clubs, start doing tours, then prove himself. He know what to do. You ain't got no brain like that. Because all you'll see when you see Dolph is the cars, the jury, the crew, but you don't see the back office part. This is why Key Glock can take on after he leave and lose his life and, you know, rest in peace. He can, you know, take over and just leave like if Dolph was still living. Versus if you up under Kodak Black and Kodak Black get deleted, Sniper Gang's over with. Because he ain't teaching nobody nothing. You can scream everybody the bosses. Like how Boosie be saying, man, everybody the bosses over here. But if Boosie was to get killed, badass music, badass entertainment, that shit over with. There ain't nobody over there that can lead. If you're gonna see a big dent in his whole situation over there. If he go to prison 3 or 4, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, you'll see. If Dolph was to go to prison, and he was alive and do 10 years, man, Key Glock will hold everything down. it wouldn't be nothing that went down, music that went down, numbers that went down. Nah, Key Glock got the numbers still skyrocket, still selling out tours, still, yeah. You just steal. So you can see the discipline. You can steal a sponge for learning. He take it and he apply it to his situation, and he apply pressure, and it worked. Well, Boosie do work. It's just when you getting high, shell, you do this shit, you had a 4 or 5 year run, or you always did it since you started rapping, and you've been in the game over a decade. Sometimes you'll get comfortable. You get shell, you ain't thinking right. You got the blick on you, you done did this shit a million times. You know how many times Boosie done had a gun on him? He shoot videos in these nigga hoods and he didn't get arrested. He didn't get pulled over, or if he did, he didn't go to jail for the gun. This time, it didn't go that way. This ain't his first time having a blick on him. Sometimes he'll have a vest on him. He don't supposed to have that. He don't supposed to wear no bulletproof vest. Convicted felon. But yeah. When he went back to Baton Rouge, he had blicks on him. When he did that cookout, you can see the blicks in his pocket. Because then when you're in a situation like that, you really can't put your life in other people's hands. Even though you know they're a bust, but you still like, nah, it may be a situation where y'all get dropped. What if y'all get popped? What I'm supposed to do, run over there when bullets flying, take the gun from y'all and get the blowing? Nah, I ain't got out, nah. So, you want the money, but it's a big risk. Like I say, this ain't the era where we wearing tall tees, baggy clothes. In that era, you can hide the blicks, or you can have it behind your back, on your side, and you ain't gonna see it because the t-shirt too long. Let alone you got a hoodie or a jacket on. But in this era, if you're a convicted felon, you can't be wearing all that tight shit. You can't be wearing all that tight shit. It's gonna work against you. It's gonna work against you, man. So yeah, like, you can hit this game, and you still gonna have to be that artist like Boosie. You're gonna still have to go get that money in the hood, because that's the level you're gonna have to eat off of. And all you gotta do is structure your business, your situation, your brand, and have the right security. What I'm gonna to say, they wanna do business with you. That's why you gotta deliver that good product. You gotta, make their songs take off, and they still gonna shop with you. Because you could be the hoodest nigga, the realest one, but if you ain't making their songs take off, eventually they'll start spending with you. It's a lot of songs on YouTube that Boosie done did with these artists, and they had to pay top dollar, and the video only got 2,000 views. So how could Boosie ever level up and have pay him $100K for a verse? How could he ever, when you got all these? That also can water down your brand too. You got all these songs on YouTube you did, you in the video, and the video only got 5K views, 1,000 views, 3K views. And you know why it's like that? Because the artists don't understand, and they'll think Boosie taking their money and not delivering or keeping his word. But the artists don't say, you pay Sauce Walker, he got a deal and he doing verses for 10K. Okay, the verse 10K. To clear the song, another bag. For him to be in the video, another bag. For him to market the song. See? Motherfuckers don't have to, they be spending the marketing on their habits and clothes and shoes and trying to keep up jewelry and shit like that. For Sauce Walker to market the song like it's his song on his page, make his other artists market it, whatever. Market it with other bloggers. That's a bag. That's another bag. They don't come with the verse he charging for 10K or 15K. They don't come with that. So that's why your video got 3K views. If you do a song with Boosie and you pay him 10K, but then you saying Boosie ain't clearing the record, or he ain't come shoot the video, but you only paid for the verse. You didn't pay to clear the record. You didn't pay for me to pop up in the video. You ain't paid for me to post your video on my page, and you got to pay me per day, or unless you're going to pay the fee that I charge for a whole month. or 2 months, 3 months, whatever. So all that shit costs. So yeah, like a lot of local artists and independent artists, they don't really understand the game. They get it fucked up. They'll call out the artist and thinking he bullshitting them. Sometimes it be the label. They won't clear the record. Yeah, that's because you ain't paid the person who did the beat. He didn't sample it from 2 or 3 other producers. And they ain't cleared it because they don't like their percentage. You don't want to, they're running by you. You don't want to give up all that percentage, which that's foolish, because all you should care about, because you ain't made it yet, you should just be caring about getting more money a show and get more money a feature. So if that song can turn you up and get you, say you getting $1,000 a show, you're worrying about that percentage, you'll get your money from the shows. If you're a hell of a nigga, you can make other hit records, then you can negotiate or get your own in-house producer. But yeah, if you getting $1,000 a show and then you got 3 producers on the song and you got Boosie on the song, but it's a hella fire song, that song can easily take you from 1K to 6K or 7K, but you won't give them the percentage that they want, or you won't pay the fee to clear the record, or do what you got to do to clear the record to make that jump. But you worried about that little percentage. Let them, they gonna get their money on the back end. You need your money now. So you can, you know, get other artists, spend more money in marketing, pull it right back into the brand. But you'll blame the artist, man. Money back, yo, man, this nigga goddamn finesse me out my money. I get a nigga 40,000. Yeah, you get 40,000. That's what it costs for a verse. The video, another 40 or 30. Now you can get a deal when you're in the same city as them. The best time to catch an artist to get the best deal for a verse or a video shoot is when they gambling and they losing. When they gambling and they losing, you can make, you know, deals right beside them, but you can't tell nobody. You can't be telling people. So say Offset, he in there gambling, or 42 Dugg, or Moneybagg Yo, or YTB Fat, they in there gambling. I got the opportunity to be right beside him. He losing. 42 Dugg done lost 60K. Offset done lost 100K. YTB Fat, Moneybagg, them niggas, they down. Lil Baby and them, they down 150,000, 200,000. You can come to them and be like, bro, I got a 30K ball. They usually will charge you 60K for a verse. I got a 30K ball. He may do it. But they'll tell you, hey man, you can't tell nobody I'm looking out for you like this. But that's just for the verse. And it may not be no 16, it may be 6 bars, 8 bars, 12 bars, 10 bars. But now, for him to clear it, that's another bag. Because these dudes be signed to different labels. So the label may not clear it because the label may not want you to have that verse. Because they done poured all his money into Offset. They done got it and spent all his money he done invest all his money with Moneybagg Yo. He up $1 million spending all his money with Moneybagg Yo. But here it is, you get a verse for 20K, 30K because Moneybagg Yo was losing on the table. So you'll get the verse, but now you got to do what you got to do to get that bitch cleared. That's another bag, but you still got a discount because you didn't pay full price for the verse. But then you'll come to the internet, man, bad, he won't clear the show. Man, Fat won't clear the show, man. Man, I gave back 60,000. Nigga won't even come shoot the video. Bro, that's another ticket. So, hey man, there's a lot of shit though, but with Boosie, he just slipped, man. Thinking it's them tall T days, shell, not sober. Thinking he around some real niggas, or he just, you know, nigga forget. Like, players fuck up too, but this time, this fuck up may cause you 5 to 10 years. And everybody ain't down. As far as like having the same story. So the security like, that ain't my gun. That was my gun, but that ain't my gun. So it's just all unorganized. And then Boosie had that gun on him, and he ain't even had to use it that day. He ain't had to use it. Didn't need it. Now he needed it, but he didn't need it on him. But then again, you do need it on you though. The street way, looking at it from a street standpoint, yeah, you better have that gun on you. But you being Lil Boosie, and you got the family that you got, and you a one-man show, you gotta have that proper security. But nigga don't believe in security. You gotta have them dudes that can carry Make them dudes get the right permits that you got to have to carry a gun in California. Make your partners get it. The ones that, but all your partners, they got felonies, right? Or the ones that don't got felonies, they so lazy, they'll only get the permits that they can carry in down south states or other states that recognize their permit. They won't go and get the real top tier permits. They won't go get their FFL license. They won't get, just stronger permits. Take the classes. They won't do that.
This video right here is brought to you by EliFixCredit.com. Hey man, say man, this the deal of the year right here. To all my fans, my following, my supporters, anybody who rock with me, this the best way I can help you. This the best game I done gave since I done started the YouTube, really, because this right here gonna turn your situation all the way up. Tony the Closer, he just teamed up with Eli, and guess what they doing right now, man? If your credit starts with a 4, 5, or 6, I'm telling you right now, stop playing. I'm talking late payments. I'm talking collections. I'm talking evictions. I'm talking repos, charge-offs, all that stuff, man. He taking all that off your credit, and it ain't taking 6 months, a year, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, none of that stuff. I'm saying you're going to see results in 4, 5 days. Let me tell y'all again, because I don't think you heard me. I'm saying he's showing y'all results in 4, 5, 6, 7 business days. And he only charging y'all $250. And he guaranteeing you funding. And if you want business credit, he charges $500 and he can guarantee you 6-figure funding. If he don't keep his word, if he don't show you results with 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and then the big results in like 2 to 3 weeks, he'll give you money back and give you $100. I say he'll give you $250 back and give you $100 for playing with you, for playing with your top. Same thing if you decide to go the business route and you want business credit fixed and you need trade lines, primaries, he got it all. If you're an artist and you need funding and ain't no labels reaching out to you, you want that big bag, you need to holler at Eli. Pay the $250, pay the $500, fix your credit, build your credit, add some primaries and trade lines. Oh, that's a different fee. Add some trade lines and primary, and take this to the bank and get your funding and take off with your rap career, your R&B career, your movie career, whatever you got going on, your restaurant, your barbershop, your truck driving business, your hair salon. So I'm telling y'all, man, like, y'all know we in America, they only care about credit. Credit is king these days. This ain't the streets. Cash is king in the streets, but this is real life, the real world. So credit is what you need. You got a 4, 5, 6. You can't get that apartment. You making the money, but you still can't get the apartment you want. You can't get that house you want. You can't get that car you want because you ain't reached out to Tony the Closer, or you ain't reached out to Eli and paid the $250. And then you ain't even got to pay the $250 up front. You can just pay $64 today, and you can team up with Zip and you can do 4 payments. So $64 a day if you get approved. So $64 a day if you team up with Zip and you get approved. And then you got 4 payments. So you ain't even got to come out of pocket all the way to $250. 64, he gonna get to work. As soon as you pay the 64, you get approved with Zip, he gonna get to work. So by the time you probably pay all your $250, you already seeing results. If it don't work, if I'm capping, or you feel like this is a scam, like the other fake internet dudes be doing, they be taking your money, you got to pay all this buku money. He give me your money back and give me $100. And he ain't taking all day, so it ain't gonna take that long to get your money back. He only got a week to show you the results, and then about 2 or 3 weeks to show you the big results. So how you gonna lose? I'm telling you, the link in the bio. Y'all go over there, either have your $64 ready or your $250, and fix your credit. Take them 500 scores, 600 scores, take it to 750, 780, 800. Get you some trade line primaries, fix your business credit. Man, get with the program, man. That's EliFixCredit.com. That's EliFixCredit.com. If you still can't find it, go to Tony the Closer IG, Tony the Closer _ That's his IG, at Tony the Closer _ Go over there, subscribe to him. He ain't. Come to his DM, tell him the Game Spitter sent you, and say you need that credit score plug. And if you need the game on the real estate, you already know. I'm going to drop that link too. So, man, y'all tap in. He was with him. Go.
I'm just tripped out right now, man. And I don't like to put people in my business, especially my financial business. But I got to tell y'all about this. So about a year, maybe 8-9 months ago, I started working with a credit repair company to get my credit right. I already had worked with a couple. They didn't do nothing. But this one, we were seeing some progress. But again, it took a year and a half to make the progress that we made. So that progress looked like I probably started around about low 500s across all 3 bureaus. And we got one of them up to about the mid 600s. And the other 2 really hadn't made any progress. They was still around the mid 500s. So I just got impatient and I said, screw it. I came across Eli and I didn't know what to expect. And I still would say on my wildest dreams, I didn't expect this. In 30 days, he took my credit scores from what I just told you, mid 500s to mid 600 on the highest one, to this being my lowest from the mid 500s, right? These 2 right here, now 748, 756. And the one that was in the, I think 660 or something like that, mid 600s, going on the upper 600s, 816. But he did it in 30 days. I don't know if y'all hear me. I spent over a year and a half, thousands of dollars with another company after wasting my money before that. And this ain't a screenshot. I don't know if y'all can see the date right here. It says May 5th. And the last refresh of mine was 502. $90,000, $93,000 in debt wiped off my credit report in 30 days. 100+ point jump across all 3 bureaus, even the one that wasn't that bad, in 30 days. So if you even been thinking about getting your credit repaired, this is your sign to stop stalling, because I don't really know how he's going to be this effective and still have any type of capacity or availability to keep working with people. But just take it from me. Matter of fact, don't take it from me. Take it from my FICO score. Let me just read, because I know some people do screenshots and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want y'all to think this is cap. I don't want y'all to think this is cap. Let me see if I can find my name. It's not logged into nobody else's stuff. Excuse my internet. Come on. Not logged into nobody else's stuff. I don't want y'all to see the addresses and stuff. Y'all can see here at the bottom. Yeah, this is me, current day results, receipts. So again, if you've been thinking about getting your credit repaired with anybody else, you're about to do yourself a huge disservice. Waste a whole lot of money, waste probably a year plus on waiting for them to get you incremental results. When this dude, he ain't even finished because he's a perfectionist. But his incremental ain't their incremental. This is just the progress update. We ain't even done. We ain't even got to the business funding yet. But if you want to get your credit repaired,